All right, what's going on, everybody? It's Word back again. And yeah, today we're going to be doing Legend League. We're getting closer to the end of the season. Yesterday went pretty well, 310 plus 13 on the day. Today's defense, I've only gotten one. I'll be hoping for a defense in the last two because, yeah, otherwise I'll need to go perfect really to gain any trophies. But today we're going to be using a little bit of a different army. We're going to be bringing the Minion Prince, which is a new ad, which means I'll be using the jelly on him, which means my Warden won't have the jelly today. But yeah, the Metal Pants and Orb are a great combo. I just was thinking about this already, and then I actually did see Itzu's video, but during work I was already thinking about how the RC really has to struggle against ricochet cannons or ground expos, and the Minion Prince really only will face air defenses, and they're so easy to snipe with the rocket balloons. So this is Itzu's army, and I'll tag him in the comments just to give him credit for it, but it has the 4 furnaces, which was something I wasn't thinking about, but I was going to be using the Minion Prince today anyway. And yeah, without further ado, let's just kind of see what we can do today, show you guys how to use it. Alright, so first base here. I don't like where those healers are placed in the army comp. I'll have to switch that up. But, okay. Clan Castle's pretty far from me. Not really seeing a flinger on this one since there's ground bows everywhere. This builder hut would be a really nice fireball in the core. Or the spell tower if I really wanted to risk for it. Yeah, I think I could hit that spell tower pretty easily once I get through this compartment. So I just got to get used to where these deployments are, so I can be a little quicker. But okay, starting the furnaces down, that'll really help with time. I kind of want to take down this cannon. Okay, good. As long as there was no other, stuff in the way there, like, okay. As long as there was no Teslas, right, and I'd have to spend so many balloons, I was happy taking that down. So I saw there was none. I went for it. Okay, once my Warden takes down this Expo, I don't want to get too greedy here. I think I'll just get the builder hut. Actually, never mind. He goes to the storage. I'll freeze him up right here. Once he went to that storage, I knew he'd be able to hit the core with that. I think I need 2 quakes to get the mono. Yep, okay. I always try and do one, and I always remember that I have to do 2. So we're doing well with this start so far. Gonna get 2 more furnaces down to help out, really clearing this outside. My Warden will be fine all around here now. Nice fire might jumps onto those skellies. So my Warden is going back around this way. I'd rather him go the left, but it really doesn't matter. Honestly, the right side means he will go get the Expo for free, which my heroes would have to deal with, since that'll be fine for him. So I'll let him go that way. Now that I've seen he's going that way, I'm going to set up a bit of a funnel right here. Pretty heavy one, actually. And try and get my heroes. And I don't have druids in this army. That is another change, but they're not, they're helpful, but they're not, like, critical to this army as, like, some other components are. So we'll be fine without that. Yeah, Warden will kind of chew through this. There is an air expo on this back end, so that is, still something that will kind of get against the Minion Prince. But, yeah, King's going to take that down. Now I'll pop his ability. Minion Prince I'll get down here because I'll scout for some stuff, and then I'll get him down. Yeah, he does really, really well kind of through this area. I'll even rage him up right here. He should turn to the enemy Minion Prince. Nice. That's where I'll pop his ability because I wanted to hit that Town Hall. Yep, as the Minion Prince just continues wrapping right here. Still have a Queen ability, and yeah, let's finish this up.
I see the constellations. They remind me that this life cannot be lost forever.
Alright, second hit now. First one went really well. Alright, we got ourselves a hook tower. So, on this one, a fireball onto the multi-arch or ricochet would both be pretty good because it would kill it. Okay, what am I looking at here? Okay, I think I see an idea right here. Just checking for potential Tesla right there. I saw the hook tower would stop me from getting like much further into the base here, but getting this initial setup shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to get my Warden through all these defenses, and really all I need him to get through is this Expo. Maybe the Tesla now, because that'll kind of ruin my pathing, but I got an invis setup already planned right here, so yeah, I'm going to try and I want to get that Tesla down pretty quickly right here. He should turn to the gold storage. Yep, and then I'm just going to set this up anyway. Nice. So I'd wanted to get the builder hut, but that actually doesn't matter. That's fine value for me. So my warden to go right would be perfect right here. Not sure if that'll happen, but yeah, that would be ideal. Just gonna ice block right here and get a couple balloons in to go handle that gear tower, since they should, but they might not actually in time. Oh, they do. Okay, nice. He does go towards the king, which is a problem because I don't have any headhunters, but luckily we get him down right there. And looks like my warden will be going left, which, you know, might not be ideal, but we're okay with it. Warden will continue walking. Yeah, I might just invest a rage because I have an invis and stuff, but I kind of want to use that for my heroes. Heroes are going to be coming in right here behind the spitter, so that's still fine. Even though I want my warden to go behind the spitter, you know, my heroes are going to go behind it, so that's also good. I'm just going to try and keep an eye on my healers. I know I got the sneezy, but just to make sure. This is one where I think, yeah, I'll definitely be using the Minion Prince early. I've got, well, let's see here. Looks like one of those jump onto my healers, so once again right here, going to be using the ice block to keep my healers alive. But yeah, I see the outside buildings are not air targeting right here. My king is going to be in some trouble actually. His ability might pop a little early, but yeah, since these outside buildings are all like that ricochet cannon. I know there's this archer tower, but that's kind of the only one, that archer tower scatter shot right there. Need my Minion Prince just to go into that direction, and that'll be a beautiful ability right there through it. Kind of everything left on the back end. Yep, I'm going to go take it all down right there. There's the queen ability. I'll just freeze up for her. I'll give her a rage just to be certain, and yeah, we'll crush through this one as well.
I watch my generation.
Alright, here we are into the next one. So far it's doing really, really well. I would love a rage tower fireball on this base. Yeah, I can maybe, no, I don't really like, a flinger's not too bad on this one. I could get a gear tower and I think a ricochet cannon there, which is not too bad. Yeah, okay. I'll be placing this, just taking down the air defense, and I'll replace it. Checking just in case for any Tesla out here. None. Okay, now I'll get my warden down. Oh shoot, I should have checked. I want to check before the sneezy so that I can catch those and keep my sneezy alive. Didn't in this case, but yeah, so what I want to do on this base is check a little deeper since there was a lot of mines outside. No more, but yeah, maybe when I walk in right here and take out this last Tesla, I see a really nice fireball available, so I'll hit that right there. Invis, and then invis just to be safe. Go get that. Oh, a Tesla pop just at the last second. That is why I don't like bringing the sneezy usually. Yeah, Tesla pop right there. We'll see how it cooks me. But yeah, obviously we're going to really try and push through this base because so far we've been doing really well. A lot of furnaces do help here, to be honest, on offense. Like those are really, really supporting the warden nicely. So he might actually still go into this town hall area, but it probably will be fine. Like look at those, just really help take down the expo. Now they're going to go on and take out the ricochet cannon. Double furnace right here, so I do got to be a little careful, just making sure I poison it. Warden should step to the rage tower, which actually is kind of perfect. So even though we missed our fireball right here, we're looking actually pretty good still. I hope we can get down that monolith, so we don't yet. That's fine. It's 1 HP right there, though, which is so unfortunate. I can target it with those two balloons. I don't know if the death damage will get there. Nice, it does. Okay, so that's all I needed. These furnaces I don't think will go get the ricochet down, but I'll get my heroes down this opposite side already here. Gonna wall break them in. Just gotta pay attention to my warden because yeah, he's in charge of the town hall right here. So I'll wall break because my king will get his ability deep in the base. I just need to get them in there. I got some rage, so I do got to keep an eye on my warden because I can use it. I think on this one, I'll be using my Minion Prince down the left side. First, I got to make sure I kind of get through the rest of this. But yeah, it looks to me like, yeah, Minion Prince will be going through the section up here because that Rage Tower is kind of going to be cooked already. And if I can just get in that single Night Lock onto him, yep, but I got spells. And I'll invis first. I'll rage him up because, yeah, he's going to do some crazy, crazy work on this attack. I was really hoping he would get his ability turned. Nice, it does. So he turns, gets his ability off, which is really going to help the queen further. And let's try and finish this one up on time. Alright, that one showcased the detriment of the Sneezy and what it can do to pull Teslas right before you fireball, but we still get the triple on that one because that's just how strong this army is. On this base, I would be looking for a fireball onto the spitter, because that would get the clan castle. We'll see how we charge it though. I think coming from this angle is my best bet. I'll check just for the Seeking Airmine first because I want to do that last time. Just make sure, you know, I don't just lose my Sneezy half its health right off rip. A lot of point defenses again, so these furnaces should get a lot of value. I'm gonna snipe this down because this just goes to show the, you know, funneling my warden to the left that I did with the jelly anyway. But yeah, get my warden down the direction I want. I might need to use a spell here. We'll kind of see. I don't know if my I don't know. It looks like my warden can sustain this. Okay, let's see here. After he takes down this archer tower, might be time. I'm just counting my invis. Haven't really got to check because kind of been on the run. But yeah, invis. Nice, and we go get it right there. Don't want to risk trying to get the multi. I just got to make sure I get the clan castle. So we'll get 2 more furnaces down. The furnaces actually do really well. There is a furnace army going around, like with only furnaces, no rocket balloons, and then there's a hybrid army. I've never been a fan of the hybrid because I feel like there's not enough rocket balloons to make a difference, but this one really does. So yeah, definitely going to be trying out this army because it does look like it is so strong. That compartment's going to be pretty tough right there with the multi-veer. So we'll see what we can do about it. Just keeping an eye on my warden. Looks like he'll be safe right there, just barely, but he does. I'm going to funnel that out for him. Don't know if that'll make him go in, but I was trying. Okay, no it doesn't, but I gotta start my heroes now anyway. So we're gonna get that side funnel, keeping an eye on the warden out here, because I got spells, so I don't want to be holding on to any spells and letting him die, because that will just be a waste. Yep, checking out here. So here we go, yeah, that Minion Prince gear tower is going to be a pretty tricky compartment, but I'm just keeping an eye, flipping back and forth right here. King ability should go off, yep, nicely, and open everything up for me. Okay, and this is really the power of the Minion Prince, because look at this. There's the scatter shot inside, but that's about it. These double ricochet cannons are not going to do anything at all to my Minion Prince, and usually that would really make the Royal Champion struggle. So this is where the value of the Minion Prince is just really strong. There's not a lot of air targeting things on the base, and the ones that do happen to be left, I'm actually going to pop the ability right there to really just slow down the Town Hall. But like the air defenses can easily be sniped out by rocket balloons. Most of the stuff that's going to be up on the base is just a really easy snipe away. I'll just poison the king to make sure my warden lives just for time reasons. And yeah, let's clean it up. Alright, as I was saying, there's not that much air defensive buildings, and your balloons can kind of snipe that out to really help the Minion Prince. So he actually does get some crazy value, and the metal pants are just actually really strong. So yeah, definitely a very good combo. This one right here, another, like the builder hut there would be a phenomenal fireball. We'll see if we can get to it. Looks like I actually should be able to quite easily. Yeah, I don't see any flingers, so I'm just going to kind of start down here. Didn't check, which maybe I should have, for anything. I'm going to get 2 furnaces to help on each side. One to kind of go up to the army camp, one to help out down here. I just need to take down this archer tower, and maybe, sure, I can get into the air defense, but as long as I take down this archer tower, I'll be happy. Don't really want any Tesla to pop on me, so I'll just check early. Not finding anything, checking here, nothing. Okay, nice. So he will go to the archer tower. I'll just hit him actually with the ice block right there, and then kind of see where that goes. Nice. So we get the builder hut pretty easily right here, and that just gets down the whole compartment. I maybe could try to split my quakes and get the expo, but you know, I've been missing the clan castle a couple of times, and I just don't want to risk that. So yeah, we'll kind of just leave that as is. Looks like the warden's not even going to need a headhunter right here and take this down. The only problem is that there is this core. Didn't actually notice that somehow, but yeah, we don't even have a log launcher actually in this army. So we're going to just kind of have to walk through this with my warden, which can be pretty tough, but like he'll trigger it and then go back and do it himself, so kind of see how that goes. Yeah, I'm going to be kind of setting up the funnel right here. Walking in, so how's my warden doing? He's doing alright. I'll give him a rage right here to really power him through that scatter shot, because it seems like that scatter shot Town Hall was actually wrecking on him. I could freeze the Town Hall right here, but I don't think he would get it down. So I'm actually just going to ice block him right here. Let's see. new ice block strat, ice blocking the Warden, and I think he'll go back for the Town Hall. Look at that, because if I didn't right there, he would walk a little too far away, and then his healers would be getting targeted. So that is just amazing. Actually only thought of that at the last second, but that's just amazing. That is awesome. And once again, you know, we're going to be bringing in, I should have been checking right there for a trap, but yeah, we'll be bringing our Minion Prince in that side, since there's just not a whole lot of air defense, just this air defense. There is actually a little bit down this side, to be honest, but like, still not going to be too much for my Minion Prince to get through at all. And with Jelly, he is going to go in. I wanted to shoot that air defense. Nice. So he shoots the air defense right there. It gains him like half his health using that ability, so it's so strong. And yeah, we'll wrap it up again. Alright, next raid here. We're still doing well. Here's a hook tower. And I might be able to get my heroes into it again, see if I can get my king right there, because that'd be awesome. A fireball into this scatter shot would be the lovely fireball. And I think I could hit that from the bottom here. I'm looking for any sort of flinger, not finding it. So, yeah, pretty hard to find one. Like, there could be some down the bottom, but there's so many heroes. So I'll kind of walk my Warden down here, but I want him to be going towards the Royal Champion compartment, because over here is just too far from the scatter. So, yeah, if I want to talk you through kind of what I'm thinking early in the attacks, you know, I'm seeing an invis onto the bomb tower ricochet, and then an invis onto this multi-expo and air defense, and then I see one over here on the expo wizard tower builder hut. So there's 3 of my 4 invis. So I need to kind of take down a decent chunk here with my Warden to make sure that you know, I have the amount of invis to go get that scatter shot, because I actually need to get one in the core there onto that fire spitter to get me where I want. I'll get another one here on the right, because yeah, that expo, the fire mites will do really well, and they actually distract heroes and defenses quite well, so they're actually a great add into this army. I never really use them because yeah, I never had the space for them, but yeah, this actually does look quite strong here so far in all these attacks. So the Warden is continuing to work. As soon as he gets this Tesla down, it's my spot. So there we go, popping the ice block just to be sure, but 3 invis is all I need. He goes and fireballs the core. Beautiful. I would like him to go to the right here, so I'll just make sure of it with that, and I'll get a furnace to support him. But yeah, as long as he goes to the right here, then I can get my heroes into the hook tower, which is really the entire play. I don't know if he's going to go right, so I'll pull him again, the double pull right there. And yeah, I'll snipe down that wizard tower, really get setting up a nice funnel right here. I want the king to get pulled in right here, so I'm dropping him a little bit before, and before the ice golem, there he goes, he gets pulled right in, ability goes off. That's using the hook tower to your advantage with this new army. Interesting, I thought that king was engaged for sure. There he goes now. Okay, my king's still working. Looks like Minion Prince will be on the back end again, helping the heroes. There's an invis. I got 2 rages, so I'm just going to use one. But yeah, he's going to come in right here, kind of onto the air defense, which isn't ideal. But yeah, we'll still be looking really, really good, and let's just clean it up. Alright, next hit we're in. I'm loving this army so far today. Even though I pulled a Tesla on the one with the sneezy, I'll just get more used to it. But obviously the Rage Tower would be a phenomenal fireball, but so would the Spell Tower, or the Poison, so would the Scatter Shot. Scatter Shot might be what I'm looking for here. Yeah. So, is there any Flame Flinger up top there? Maybe if I took out the Wizard Tower, but I'm not too worried about it. So, yeah, what I'm looking at here is I'm starting my Warden maybe a little bit further than usual, but that's just because, yeah, I see an invis onto that Monolith and Archer Tower. That'll already let me hit the scatter from this angle, so then I only need invis up top here, as long as I get down that mortar, obviously. So, kind of just looking ahead, you know, seeing where my troops are going to be ending up. I'm going to use another one here to really just distract the RC, distract the Rico. Yeah, not need to use any spells. Hopefully, it looks like Ricochet did lock onto my Warden, so I might, but I think he dives in, yeah, for sure, towards that Expo. I don't want Sneezy to pull any Tesla, so just checking for them myself so I know where they are. He doesn't need any spells right there, right? Nice, okay. So, after he deals with this Expo, which will be after these Skellies, but they go down easily, so The really helps actually to speed up your walk, the furnaces. But yeah, really nice double. I'm actually just going to hit the expos to be safe, but I really don't think I needed that. Yeah, we get down most of that core right there. I did leave up the gear tower, like it didn't get hit by the fireball, but I was fine with that, and I knew that wasn't going to get hit. Okay, I've got another furnace in here just to continue helping the warden. The furnaces really actually get some huge value. They are a phenomenal add to this army. I should have probably been running them earlier in the season because, yeah, it looks as though we're going to be absolutely smashing this base. And heading into next season, though, and even finishing out this one, though, but heading into next season, I would love to keep using Fireball. Like, it really is just my enjoyment. I don't know if the Ice Block hit my king. Nice, it did. I didn't want to hit my queen with it, but I did want to hit my king because he is tanking right there. I do want the warden to step up, but he is really into the core right here, which isn't quite ideal since, you know, that could get tricky with my heroes. But we'll see here. Obviously, with this air defense going down, my minion prince has free reign up there, so I'm just going to test for any seeking air mines and then get him in. King ability is huge right there. It doesn't open up the fire spitter, but it opens up everything else. And yeah, that's plenty. So I'll rage right here, but this one's going to be absolutely smashed with so much swag, so let's finish it up. Alright, so we're actually through 7 attacks already. I just checked, and it was just way more than I thought. Yeah, this has gone by just really, really quickly. I think it's just because the attacks have been so smooth. Like, not really much trouble other than that one where the Tesla popped. So, yeah, we got to stay locked in. The fire, or the Rage Tower gives a good fireball, but so does the Fire Spitter. That's usually where I like to hit. So, yeah, if I can walk in towards the air defense, I think it's just a nice double invis. Obviously assuming, nice, so got a Tesla right there, but that's assuming I get the bomb tower and wizard tower, so I think I can snipe down at least the wizard tower without the clan castle, and I should be able to get the bomb tower no problem actually. What am I thinking? So nice, we get the tornado trap pulled for an RC bait right there. See if we can take that bomb tower down. Nice. So he pops up right here, a Tesla. But my warden is ready to go. As long as I can get him set up and safe, I'm ready to fire this. So I'll probably, yeah, after this Tesla goes down, boom, there's the ice block spell. Double invis, nice right there. Don't know if I got that multi, but I had to make sure I got the clan castle because I've been missing them, as I've said. Here we're actually charging into the rage up defenses, which usually isn't what I want to do, but I can't get my heroes through that gear tower, or my warden through that gear tower mono. There's no way. So I'll let him stay and walk down here. Here's another furnace. The furnaces, look at them distract the ricochet expo. Like, nothing's on my warden here. This is insane. Definitely very, very good use of troop space. Certainly should have been using them earlier on. I got an invis ready right here. I'll just pop it to be certain. But yeah, I'll be getting my heroes into here. And looks like my minion prince actually on the flank with them, which is not what I've done in a lot of attacks so far, but it is what Itzu was doing. But I was thinking of using it like the Royal Champion, just on the back end, and that's kind of what I have been doing today. But this Ice Golem just freezes up the mono and gear tower, I think. Okay, at least just the mono. But I'll get the ice block right here onto my king because, yeah, I want to preserve his HP. Queen doesn't run back in, actually. So I do want to use my king ability to open everything, but he does it with a lot more health available. And yeah, as I said, you know, going to be using on the flank right there my minion prince. So there's Teslas in all the corners, so I got to be a little careful of that. But yeah, right here we're just kind of cruising through the whole base, and this one's going to be absolutely smashed. Once again, like the rest of the attacks, let's clean it up. Wow, so that was a very easy day. Yeah, just kind of figuring out about that army. 320, first time using it, and not a problem at all with anything. Definitely wish I'd kind of found that out a little earlier because, yeah, it just actually really helped with, I don't know if you noticed in that last attack, but, you know, with my heroes running down the flank, they are tanking all the damage, so your minion prince is just going through clearly where your royal champion would be wasting her spears, whereas, you know, the minion prince isn't even using his ability, so he's not wasting his best part, and the dark orb I do think is the best ability in the game, equipment. So yeah, phenomenal attacking today. There's only I think 3 days left or 2 days. Yeah, 3 days left. So hey, maybe we can get some good defense and go 320 for the rest of the 3 days of this season and try and get a top 1K. We'll be pretty far off. I think we'll be needing to finish 6,100 to be honest, which is I have one more defense, which will put me at 5920 if he triples. So I do have a long way to go. I'd be happy to end a season at 6K. I don't think I've ever done that before. Let's see here. Yeah, my top was 5938. I think, it wasn't my top rank, but I think it was my best trophy finish, which is why I was happy. So yeah, if I could hit a 6K finish, I'd be really thrilled. But that'll do it for today's video. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I'm really enjoying this army actually, so definitely going to be running it for the next couple days to finish up the season. Frosty might be a better pick on the queen, but mine's just currently upgrading because of trying to get it to 15. But yeah, this is the army comp. I'll actually change it in the description so it will be accurate. And thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.